Mike Sehl. I got your name right this time. Good to have you here, mate. We just finished a coaching call. We've been working together for quite a long while now, and I wanted to ask you a couple of quick questions because I know that you're very much impacted and brought into the work that we've been doing together. And I hope that by asking you a couple of questions and you giving some information, you'd be able to add some value to the people watching this as to the position they may be in, the fears they may have, but the outcomes that they may receive from committing to some kind of coaching and knowing themselves and finding their playground.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're at about 40 sessions, I think it is. So it's something we've talked about a lot. It's something I've grown in a lot, and I'd be happy to do that.
Brilliant. Thank you. So what I want to do is I want to focus on, because like you said, we've done about 40 sessions, a year and a half, two and a bit years. But there was a point in time, and I know you remember this quite vividly, not too long ago, where we basically up to that point, we were fucking around a bit, weren't we? We were doing a session like every month for about 40 minutes or so, some homeworks, lots of in between. But then there was a point when I wanted you to commit. I wanted to commit to you, and I wanted you to commit to me and to the process. Can you describe what that moment looked like, what it felt like, and what the outcome has been? What the difference between you before and since?
I think the point you're referencing is a very powerful point. And I remember it's the same things that come up that we have to master. And it's, where is fear popping up? And I was just about to have a kid. My wife was pregnant. Like, now our son is 6 months old. And I remember thinking, I got to maybe cut back here, make more money here, increase my role here. Like, tell Jim, I was the one kind of saying, reduce it to one a month. Like, I need slow down. And I had shuffled priorities around. And you're right. We were kind of slowing down on it. And once we had said recommit, it felt like a big step. It felt like there's this perfect example of stepping outside your comfort zone again, taking your foot off first to go to second. And I was thinking of all those references. And it was basically the day after, or I think it was 1 or 2 days after, we had an event that was scheduled, I think. And then I was speaking somewhere. And so it was almost, once we had made that decision, I got all the tools I needed. I remember one day I went and got all the props. And it was like, all of a sudden the workshop was built. And we started giving a course. And you said, we're in the summer of our business, stop preparing. And it was a transition to start delivering. And we were delivering, which was really exciting to see. And that momentum's been still going very strong.
It really has, hasn't it? And there was a palpable moment where, when we decided to commit to each other into the process, where all of the things that you'd been flirting with, the creation, the spring aspects of a business, where you come up with a concept and redesign it and tweak it and adjust your workbook, all of a sudden it was like, I've now committed to this. I've jumped in with both feet. Jim's jumped in with both feet. I need to start making this work. And like you say, it happened within a couple of days. And then a month ago you appeared on Global News in Canada.
That's right. Yeah. Global News, offering the course in colleges. And so it's been something family and friends have been approaching me, saying, hey, I saw you on TV, or hey, Mr. Celebrity. And, and that's something that showed up. It showed up. It wasn't even something I had as a specific goal, but it showed up as of our work together.
Now, just tell the audience, if you will, just a little bit of an idea. Give them a bit of an idea as to your mission, what the value that you provide, and who you provide that to.
Right. So my mission is to empower youth, and it's to find their purposeful work in education. And how we do that is we take them from I can't to I can, I will, I am. And what I've found out is those three transitions are really about rediscovering what's possible for ourselves, direction for ourselves, and a sense of gratitude in our lives. And so I help youth and young adults in these college programs or entering these careers, a lot of times first responders and healthcare professionals, and developing that sense of possibility, direction, and gratitude.
And how much have you been able to impact them more since you started living into your own values, since you discovered what your own values were first and then started living into those?
So that's what a lot of our early work was, is just, what is it I'm feeling and what is it I actually want to deliver? And so I discovered a lot of that. Then it became living it and giving it. And so constantly you challenge me on what I can do, where maybe I once thought I can't do that. I can't offer a course worth $2,000. And then we did. Like I remember thinking I can't get into the college system. It's too much. Like I have to have curriculum that's been vetted and that's been researched, backed by research. And I'm only an instructor at these colleges for 4 years. And now that happened. And so I'm rediscovering for myself all the time what is possible, what I can do, and hoping knowing that is social proof for others when I go and stand up in front of them and say, well, I once thought this wasn't possible, but I had to rediscover what's possible for myself, get crystal clear about the vision, and then use gratitude. What I say is everything I need is already here. Start where I am with what I have, with what I know, get creative and resourceful. So I see it working all the time, and then it just builds momentum off of that when I believe in it more and more.
Yeah, I mean, the journey you've been on from the start to now, I mean, and in particular that growth curve in the last few months where you did commit to it. I mean, we joked last week because we had a call, like 3 calls in a row where you'd run another workshop or another activity or another experience for people and got amazing feedback. So, it's delightful for me to see that progress, for you to see the fruits of your labor, because you do put contribution and purpose and gratitude so much at the forefront. And seeing the rewards come to you in such great quantities is amazing to see.
I appreciate that. And it's at a point now where I feel like whenever I'm doing something else, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity where I could have been doing this. And I see that this next pivot point is coming where I have to make a big commitment decision again. And that's what's going to result from it. The same experience we just had. And so it's just a matter of committing at that level.
Awesome, mate. I love it. Thank you very much. Cheers for answering those questions. I know it's going to add a lot of value to a lot of people. So yeah, it's exciting to see where this is going to go.
Oh, I'm excited for them. And they've made a great choice.
Good stuff. Cheers, Mike.
All right. Thank you, Jim.